Jack's voice yanked me back as he parked at Moonshade Medical Center. Memories of my past life flooded me. Last time, I'd warned him Alice had corrosion sickness, our kind's incurable plague. He'd slapped me, called me jealous. This time I lied smoothly. Alice's pup is healthy. His grin betrayed him. He knew it was his. Later, I watched from a cafe as he kissed Alice outside our home. The mate bond snapped, his old trick before cheating. I rushed back, gagging at their stench, and planted cameras. The footage was worse. Her lingerie, their intimacy. I vomited, then copied the dashcam's proof. Sophia? Sophia. What were you gonna say? You totally zoned out. Jack's voice yanked me back. He just pulled up in front of Moonshade Medical Center, frowning. And that's when it hit me. I'd been reborn. In my last life. The second he dropped me off, I told him. Alice had corrosion sickness. This is the AIDS virus of our werewolf kind. Passed through blood, intimate relations, or from mother to pup. Shreds your immune system. Eats your wolf alive. No cure. No healing. Just a slow, brutal countdown to death. Currently, within the werewolf medical system, there is no cure for this disease. Jack lost it. Thought I was just jealous of his friendship with Alice. Even though I already told him that I was the one who personally performed Alice's prenatal exam, he still didn't believe me. During the hospital prenatal examination, Alice specifically requested that I handle her prenatal exam. She stroked her slightly swollen belly as if showing off. Then her blood work hit my desk. Looking at the blood report data, I knew Alice had contracted corrosion sickness. Sophia, did you see my pup? Doesn't it look just like Jack? He is the father after all. My skull throbbed. I swallowed the claws itching under my skin and forced my voice steady. Did you have any other infectious disease history that you forget to mention? Alice went ghost pale, then shot to her feet. She questioned me why I asked her that. I just overate. And now you're accusing me of hiding a disease? This how you treat a she-wolf carrying pup? I thought we were friends. She exploded, loud enough to draw a crowd. Started shouting about malpractice that if a nurse hadn't stepped in, she would have shredded my face that I tried to calm her. I was afraid that if she accidentally bumped into something and bled, she might infect other pregnant women and the doctors. But from the way she lashed out. But from Alice's reaction, I knew she was fully aware that she was infected with corrosion sickness. I took emergency leave and ran home. Begged Jack to drive me back to the clinic. Lied through my teeth just to get him near the doors. Even though he knew my intention was to get him to do a blood test, he still couldn't refuse me because of the crowd, hoping he would quickly take the medicine to prevent the progression of corrosion sickness, that I just needed him on antivirals. Fast, but the second we parked, I hurriedly told him everything about Alice's illness, urging him to get a blood test as well. Jack slapped me hard, his eyes flared with fury. Alice and I are just close friends. You don't trust me? Now you're cursing her too? You're disgusting, she's carrying pup. My cheek stung. My heart cracked. Alice told me, corrosion's contagious. Please get tested. I didn't care about pride. Didn't care who was watching. That I grabbed his arm and tried to drag him in. People stopped. Stared at Jack's face darkened. Let go. He growled. Then my mind blanked. My wolf wouldn't obey. That I wasn't trying to expose his affair. That I just wanted him safe. Uninfected. Still the warrior I believed in. Back then, I thought I was protecting him. That I used to only think about what was best for him. But now I've learned to let go. Let Jack and his beloved choke on their twisted excuse for love. It's nothing, Jack. Just wanted to say I handled Alice's prenatal exam today. The pup's healthy, I said. Work's a mess. I won't be home the next few days. Jack grinned like he was already out hunting in the forest with their pup strapped to his chest. That I waited a beat, then called his name again, playing it casual. Huh. Oh, no problem, Sophia. Focus on work. He leaned against the window, hand over his mouth, but the smug little smile creeping across his face gave him away. That a she-wolf passed with a stroller. The pup inside squealed, waving tiny hands. Jack ducked his head, trying to hide the joy bubbling up. Fingers tapped the wheel like he was holding back a howl. That my stomach twisted. He was high off the affair and the fantasy of fatherhood. Didn't even flinch at my lame excuse. But Jack might already be infected with corrosion sickness. That I had to get tested. Now. Because I had someone to protect too. I was carrying a pup. That I was gonna tell him on his birthday. Not anymore. He already had one on the way. He wouldn't want another. I shoved the thought down and prayed for a clean result. When I finally got the report, I scanned every line. That I saw the final test results. I finally let out a sigh of relief. Luckily, I wasn't infected. In my last life, I gave up everything for Jack, and he left me to die. Thank the moon goddess I got a second shot. That I booked a hotel near the clinic, then caught a ride back to my neighborhood. After a quick disguise, I hit a nearby cafe. With a latte and a plan. That I watched and waited. That I saw Alice standing downstairs at my place with a suitcase. Jack came out happily to greet her, and the two kissed as if they were a sweet, loving couple. Like a picture-perfect husband and wife. That I never imagined that this was the wolf I had loved wholeheartedly for 5 years. That a liar. A traitor. That's when I felt it. The link was gone. He'd cut it off again. That he always did this before infidelity. That I never noticed anything strange about him before, because he always chose to act when I was at my busiest. Then he'd lie. Say the link dropped during missions. Said it was to keep me from worrying. And I believed him. I watched them go back in. Then come out later wearing different clothes, catching a cab. I raced home. The second I stepped inside, it hit me. The scent of sweat and intimacy that I swallowed bile and forced myself to work fast. Installed cameras in every room that IT was my home, but it didn't look like mine anymore. Lingerie tossed on the floor. Used intimate toys that my mind painted every filthy scene that I dropped to the bathroom and vomited until my ribs ached.